We just saw a musical there celebrating the route and the final rewards for the 32 league titles, the 32nd that Real Madrid have just won, and they're celebrating it today in Madrid. They've arrived at their second destination now. You can see Zidane there and Marcelo and Pepe as well. They're now at the Madrid Council. The two captains again, Iker Casillas and Sergio Ramos. Iker Casillas in his smart trainers there,
that's
a little bit comfier.
Like as well. This is what I got under the desk here. They're basically they're back at Cibeles basically a week and a half later, which is, when you look at the fountain, there's an impressive palace-looking building in the background, and this is where they are at the moment. They're inside that, and it's recently been reformed, and it is very impressive in there. And you can go in and have a look. There's a cafe, there's a restaurant.
And Ana Botella, she's the mayor of Madrid, the mayoress of Madrid. Mayoress, she. And here we go, lifting the trophy. Sergio said, don't worry, he's not going to drop it.
That's fine, because as soon as poor Sergio Ramos, I think I was a World Cup winner, and I think he's going to win many more trophies, but it's going to be a YouTube classic, and that's why when he put his hand on the trophy on the balcony, he knows what people are thinking, don't worry, I'm not going to drop it this time.
You said about these serious players, obviously when it comes to business on the pitch he is, but Sergio Ramos, he's one of those guys, he's a real gent, but he knows how to laugh at himself as
Absolutely
well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knows it was a moment we're going to remember, and you either like become defensive or you have a laugh with the people, and that's what he's done there, and he's a great character. I think he's someone who's just developed into one of the best defenders in the world at the moment, and vitally important for club and country.
You can see again another mural saying Felicidades Campeones, which is pretty much congratulations champions, and a picture there of the bus of the day last week when they did take the bus, the open-top bus tour down to Cibeles. They didn't have the trophy then, but this is what they're doing today now, parading the trophy, offering the trophy back to the fans and the city of Madrid, and they're just waiting now, another one of these official acts as it comes to it. A lot of waiting around on days like this as well, isn't it, Tim?
Exactly, this is where they're going to look at like school children on, on one of those trips to the museums you have where it's great for the first hour or so, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah, and we can hear as well the traditional Madrid anthem, A la Madrid, as well, that you often hear before games or after Madrid games as well. Some of us actually are sad enough to know all the words to this as well, Tim. I'm sure you're not one of them. Well, the music's died down a little bit, so it looks like we may be hearing from someone. I think there are a few tired faces there.
There's a few flagging there.
I'm not surprised. The season they've had, obviously the game finishing a little late last night after the celebrations, and then having to speak to everybody afterwards in the Mix Zone 2, which we'll be bringing you on our bulletins on Real Madrid television. But there's the mic. Who will be behind it? Well, we'll see. Iker Casillas is looking at it thinking, am I going to have to speak again? Ronaldo giving the thumbs up there. League trophy will soon be in the Santiago Bernabeu Museum, so if you are lucky enough to make a trip to Madrid this summer or in the future, you'll be able to come to the museum. It's definitely worth it. You can see all the trophies throughout the team's history there. You stand up in the heavens of the Santiago Bernabeu and you just see its sheer magnitude and what a fantastic stadium it is. But you can hear the fans now singing the names of the team and of players in the team.
I'd like to thank you all for being here today. I'd like to thank Ana Botella for this warm reception here at the Town Hall. It's a pleasure to be here at the City Hall to present the league title won in this 2011-2012 season. We'll hopefully be back again and again and again to share successes with you. Over the last few days of celebration here in Madrid, I think it's important that Real Madrid have brought this title here, the 32nd. And hopefully it's the first of many more. On behalf of my players, the club, I'd like to thank the Mayoress for this warm reception. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you again next season.
And here we go, who's next? With the hot potato, which is the microphone. And here we go, Sergio Ramos.
Bueno, agradecer en primer lugar a la alcaldesa
I'd like to thank Maris for this warm reception, the President, for all of you here today to share this special moment with us. It's been a long, grueling season, plenty of hard work, and this is our deserved reward at the end of the campaign, the 32nd league title. We hope to be back next year with many more titles. Thanks for your support.
Iker's asking the players to come forward. He will hear from Esteban Granero.
I'd like to thank the town hall. I said president, actually meant Maris. Very proud of being based here in Madrid, very proud of our fans, and hopefully they're proud of Real Madrid Football Club. We'll try our hardest to be back next season with more trophies. And hopefully maybe one of my teammates might step forward and grab the mic.
Well, the fans are shouting who they want. It looks like they might get Ozil after all, but it's Marcelo for now. They're going to keep trying to give that mic to Ozil, but he is Marcelo, one of our captains.
We're very, very happy to be here, and I'd like to thank our marvellous supporters. And I want to be back here next season. Thank you very much from my heart.
They're not going to let the guy off as well, are they? They are keen to get him behind that mic. Benzema, the fans are singing for, though, but Benzema is definitely pretty quiet off the pitch.
There's no chances. You can see that look there.
If you've just joined us, we're looking back on the trophy parade. It's the 32nd league trophy for Real Madrid. This is now the team on their second destination along the way today, and this is in the centre of the city where the Goda Cibeles is. It's the old post office, as we were saying, and there you can see the two captains taking the league trophy up the stairs.
You can still send parcels from downstairs, by the way.
Yeah, you can. It's very old-fashioned, nice post boxes there in Iker, as we saw, given the cap of San Isidro, an important festival here in Madrid that's taking place.
Especially for Iker Casillas, he's a true Madrileño. He's from Móstoles, and he's so proud of his neighbourhood, and he's got a street named after in his neighbourhood. And for someone like Iker Casillas, I think he's just happiest back in his local barrio with his friends and hanging out with them. And although he is this huge figurehead in Spain, captain of the national team, captain of Madrid, he is one of the most humble, quietest, I think, players there is there. And again, he's a true citizen of Madrid, but of his barrio Móstoles, and that's where he's going to be returning to, I think, in the next few days, just to relax, recuperate before the massive challenge of the European Championship. So the summer really isn't over for him. He's, as they said, a lot of these players are all internationals now. They've got to change the chip, as they say in Spain, after they come back from Kuwait and focus on... Basically, they're against each other now.
Yeah, they are against each other, and Iker Casillas, as we were mentioning, he's a great leader for the side. And you know, when it comes to Real Madrid, yeah, born and bred in Madrid, the tradition here is if you've been here the longest, you get the captain's armband, so it's earned for your time here. And Iker Casillas has done a fabulous job of leading his side to their 32nd league title. Now, we're just going to take a short break, but we will be back with more of the celebration. So stay with us, we'll be back soon. Well, hello and welcome back to the second part of the League Title 32 celebrations as Real Madrid are parading the trophy around the city of Madrid. They're on their third stop of the day at the Cathedral in Madrid city centre. It's a big landmark here in Madrid. We'll bring you all the images from that. But first of all, let's take you through the images of Sergio Ramos and Iker Casillas actually receiving the trophy after their 4-win win over Mallorca on Sunday evening on match day 38. You can see them here climbing up to the presidential balcony, the palco as it's called here in Spain, to receive that trophy. Lauro and Carlos Lalín. We've got some of the medical team here as well. And Santi Lozano, one of the trainers.
And this is the interesting thing we've seen, firstly in Cibeles, and we saw just a few minutes ago on the pitch. Very separate from the players in the sense of letting the players celebrate, but he's with his training team who he owes so much to.
Okay, so there was the first raising of the trophy with the two captains, Iker Casillas and Sergio Ramos, two of the longest, well, the two longest serving players now at Real Madrid. Obviously Iker longer than most, having grown up through the ranks at Real Madrid, and they're taking it down onto the pitch. We'll be bringing you more of those images as it comes. Okay, so we're going to take you back through some of those images that took place at the Santiago Bernabeu. This is once they'd taken the trophy down onto the pitch at the Santiago Bernabeu, and there was a podium, some fantastic photo opportunities. It's actually always been said, and anybody who's been there knows, you can't have a bad seat in the Bernabeu, whether you're pitch side, whether you're right down at the front, whether you're behind the goal. Even if you're right on the back tier, it's great. You'll be kept warm in the winter because there's heating up there, but you actually see the stadium for its sheer size, and they could see, looking down, all the light show last night.
You get a bit of vertigo up at the top. That's the only time you may not enjoy it, but the way it's designed is extremely steep-sided, so if you are in the very top row at the top of the roof of the stadium, again, you do have a fantastic view, and as the entire stadium was the set, you could see here, you're guaranteed a fantastic view. And yeah, these were very hard tickets to get. First of all, because it was going to be a good game of football against a good side run by Joaquin Capados in Mallorca, and of course you had all this at the end. And yeah, the league title, it's been tough for the last few years. They've had to work hard to get it this season, so which is why the celebrations were so important for them.
Yeah, and the celebrations continue. Real Madrid have just arrived at their third spot of the day. That's the cathedral. It's on the Calle Mayor in the centre of the city. It's a beautiful area when it comes to Madrid. It's actually just around the corner from my house, Tim. We talk about the club being an international club. We can see here one of the key components to any Real Madrid side is always Spanish players. Two of the captains there, Iker Casillas and Sergio Ramos, Spanish players. But the other two captains, both from South America, one from Brazil, one from Argentina, players represented all across Europe as well. Such an international side, this Real Madrid team.
And that's it. And you look at, we talked about the Spanish spine of a player like Arbeloa at right back as well. But you also had like almost naturalised Spaniards with Higuain and Marcelo. They've been in the club since 2006. So they've been here 6 years now. So they've grown, I think, as the club has grown over the past 4 or 5 years, especially as players and as internationals, especially Higuain, who we talked about him just coming as a raw 18-year-old from River Plate. No one really knew, and now he's the number 9 for Argentina and a crucial part. So these are 4 very strong captains, and they represent different parts. It is a nice symmetry. You have the 2 Spaniards who represent the club. You have Sergio Ramos from Andalucía, and he's always going to be Sevilla and Andalucía, but he's an adopted Madridista, you could say.
Looking forward to congratulating you. And you've been looking forward to celebrate such a big title, the league title, and the first league title. I've celebrated many as a fan, but never as a player.
Muy rápido, Javi Alfonso, lo último, como ya se acaban las celebraciones de la Liga, vamos a mandarle un mensaje como canterano al Castilla y al Real Madrid, que es lo que ahora nos ocupa.
Sí, bueno, han hecho una temporada muy buena los dos.
It's been a very good season for the Real Madrid youth players.
Lo van a conseguir, así que mucho ánimo y estaremos ahí animando a todos al Castilla.
And now we're looking forward to Castilla, and hopefully they win promotion into the second division. A youth team player, Esteban Granero, someone to look up to for the younger players.
So that's it from us here in the studio at the Santiago Bernabeu. Till next time, hasta luego.
She work the pole, she break it down, she take it low, she fine as hell, she's back to dope, she doing her thing right on the floor. The money she making, look at the way she's shaking, make you wanna touch her, make you wanna taste her. Have you lost it for her? Go crazy, face it. She's so much more than you're used to. She knows how to move to seduce you. She do the right thing, touch the right spot. Dance when you left, you're ready to boss. She's always ready when you want it. She wanted like an info, the info. Show you where to meet her on the late night till daylight. The club jumping if you want a good time. She gon' give you what you want. Baby, it's a new age. You like my new craze. Let's get together, maybe we can start a new phase. The smoke's got the club all hazy. Spotlights don't do justice, baby. Why don't you come over here? You got me saying, ayo. I'm tired using technology. Why don't you sit down and talk with me? Ayo. I'm tired using technology. I need you right in front of me. In a fantasy that's plain to see just how it be on me. Backstroking, sweat soaking, all into my set sheets.